This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello and welcome to the Pulse of Africa News. Our top stories for today. AU expresses dismay at announced US withdrawal from WHO. Angola plans to sell stakes in biggest telecom company and bankers this year. Massive evacuations underway in Los Angeles. Bloomberg philanthropy to cover US climate dues after Paris withdrawal. First, Africa Union. The chairperson of Africa Union Commission, Moussa Faki Mahamat, hopes that US government will reconsider its decision to withdraw from WHO. In a statement issued, the chairperson was dismayed to learn of the US government's announcement to withdraw from the World Health Organization. The USA, as a member of WHO, was crucial in shaping global WHO instruments and norms on public health security and well-being over the past 7 decades, he said. In Africa, the USA was an early and strong supporter towards the establishment of African CDC, the African Union's technical agency for public health emergencies that works with WHO and the global WHO membership to detect, prepare for, respond to, and recover from pandemics. Today, now more than ever, the world depends on WHO to carry out its mandate to ensure global public health security as a shared common good, the chairperson revealed. The chairperson therefore hopes that the US government will reconsider its decision to withdraw from the key global organization, of which it's a founding member. Gabon announces dates for presidential election. The announcement comes after the adoption of last Sunday by Gabon's parliament of a new electoral code, which sets out rules and conditions for organizing elections in the country. The legislation, which requires approval by the Constitutional Court, is controversial as it authorizes military personnel to be candidates in all political elections in the country, which was not possible in the past. It could allow General Brice Kalatori Oligui, who led the 2022 coup that overthrew former President Ali Bongo, to run for his first presidential term. South Sudan shuts down social media for 3 months. The South Sudan government has ordered an immediate shutdown of social media sites like Facebook and TikTok within the country. The National Communication Authority, NCA, the country's telecommunication regulator, announced that the ban would be effective for up to 3 months, starting Wednesday night. The NCA explained that the decision was prompted by recent upheaval in Sudan, which has exposed South Sudanese citizens to unprecedented levels of graphic violence shared on social media. Ethio Telecom showcases Teleber's role in digital inclusion to Orange Mie, a multi-service operator. Orange Middle East and Africa. Orange Mie's delegation explored Africa's premier telecom provider, Ethio Telecom's Teleber innovations and digital transformation efforts. The delegates praised Ethio Telecom's inclusive sector-wide technological advancements. Orange Mie's deputy CEO, Mr. Berlote, led the delegation to Ethio Telecom, exploring Teleber's evolution and Ethiopia's digital transformation efforts. At Ethio Telecom Experience Center, the delegation explored advancement in smart agriculture, education, healthcare, mining, and tourism, recognizing their potential to drive robust digital economy. Now to world news. Bloomberg to fund UN climate body after Donald Trump's Paris exit. The UN climate change body will receive funding from the foundation of billionaire Michael Bloomberg after President Donald Trump declared the United States would withdraw from the Paris Agreement for the second time. In an announcement on Thursday, Bloomberg said the intervention aims to ensure the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change remains fully funded despite US halting its contributions. From 2017 up to 2020, during a period of federal inaction, cities, states, businesses, and the public rose to the challenge to uphold our nation's commitments, and now we are ready to do it again. Bloomberg, who served as the UN Special Envoy on Climate Ambition and Solutions, said in a statement. US typically provides 22% of the UNFSCC Secretariat's budget, with the body's operating costs for 2024 to 2025 projected at an estimated $96.5 million. World needs to concentrate decentralized supply, World Trade Organization Director General said. The world needs to deconcentrate certain supply chains and certain manufacturing, World Trade Organization Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala said. We have seen a lot of over-concentration of supply chains or manufacturing in certain sectors, and we need to build resilience by something we call reglobalization at WTO, she said. Okonjo-Iweala stressed that it's not normal that 90% of something like chips that the world needs is manufactured in one place, or 70% of minerals are processed in one country, or 80% of vaccines are exported from 10 countries. So how do we decentralize supply chains? How do we diversify? We can build resilience at WTO. We are promoting an instrument that will help countries strengthen their economies and attract investments to help this reglobalization, she said. A new wildfire has erupted north of Los Angeles, exploding inside and sparking evacuation orders in a region already staggering from the effects of huge blazes. Ferocious flames on Wednesday were devouring hillside near Kazatik Lake, spreading rapidly to cover 9,400 acres in a few hours. The fire was being fanned by strong, dry Santa Ana winds that were racing through the area, pushing a vast pile of smoke and embers ahead of the flames. Evacuation were ordered for 5,000 people all around the lake, which sits around 56 kilometers north of Los Angeles and close to the city of Santa Clarita. Around 4,000 firefighting personnel backed by aircraft and bulldozers surged to the new blaze, a massive response that Los Angeles County Fire Chief Anthony Maroney said was paying dividends. Now to business news. Angola plans to sell stakes in its biggest telecommunication company, Unitel SA, and to lenders in the coming months to attract investors, Minister of State for Economic Coordination Jose de Lima Massano said. In the coming months, we are privatizing our telecommunication company, Unitel, Massano said. Part of it is being done through the stock exchange, he also elaborated. Africa's third largest oil producer will also dispose of stakes in Banco de Fomento Angola. It is the second largest lender in the Standard Bank Group, he said. The three companies are among the largest of almost 200 state-owned firms and assets that the government initially earmarked for disposal in 2019 to raise cash and diversify the economy away from the oil. More than half of those companies have since been privatized, the minister said. OPEC maintains proactive strategy for global oil market stability, Secretary General says. OPEC Secretary General Haitham Al-Ghais emphasized the group's unwavering commitment to stabilizing global oil markets, pointing to the group's proactive, preemptive and precocious approach, focusing on the key factors affecting the market. Al-Ghais said the global oil demand will grow by 1.4 million barrels per day in 2025, with a similar outlook projected for 2026 in the group's monthly oil report earlier in January. This is our first forecast for next year's demand growth. Our production strategy is always taking into consideration what's the demand growth forecast, he said. That's all from us today. Don't forget to check our website for updates on this and other stories. We thank you for joining us.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.